Posture for a minute.
When the stars were most visible, when the moon was brightest, I witnessed him get beat with a rusty iron shovel, my 12th year. I made a vow to Elijah, to the boys, to my neighbors, and slavery, a state of war against an entire race. We had our heads held high, our hearts in the right place, and God on our side. For 2 decades we fought peacefully, and now we march through Harper's Ferry hoping the bees would swarm. October 16, 1859, 21 men and I, fighting for anti-slavery for my child, for friends, for my family. Unexpectedly, we weren't the only ones fighting. Lee and his men swarmed and attacked. Since the beginning, I had no means of firing one single shot. But barricaded in an engine house, we fought until I was wounded, Watson wounded, Oliver killed, Thompson killed, and Dawson wounded. I remember the smell of the room I was kept in. I remember the bland color. I remember the saber cuts and the bayonet stabs on my body, and being called prisoner. I was fighting for the bars to melt for slaves, and I ended up having the bars break down on me. Standing here, my mind goes back to the moment I felt free again. When I liberated 11 slaves from slaveholders. When I with little money helped finance David Walker's appeal and Henry Highland's call to rebellion. When my family and I first settled in 1849 in North Elba, New York. When I recruited 44 men to the U.S. League of Dilettantes. Then the memory of the clank from the prison guard's nightstick against the bars startled my train of thought. And I'm still quite cheerful. God is on my side. Found guilty of treason and a murder of first degree. Do not grieve for me. Still my wounds heal, but the pain in my back and the soreness around my left kidney pounds as I think about them. The men who burned my home and killed my son, who called me an insane white man and beat me. Those who shot Elijah Lovejoy, my friend, who enslaved my friend, the men who beat my friend with me as a witness, who will soon be hanging me. I never slept well then. Yet trusting God and his judgment, I felt at ease. This December 2nd, 1859, they walked me to the cold drop table. I saw the sandbag drop. I saw my wife and children's faces. Saw the men around me, some watching with ease. The rope was placed around my neck. In silence, I feel nothing but God's grace, God's arms. I cannot remember a night so dark as to have hindered the coming day, nor a storm so furious and dreadful as to prevent the return of warm sunshine and a cloudless sky. But beloved ones, do remember that this is not your rest, that in this world we have no abiding place or continuing city. To God and his infinite mercy, I always commend you.